Greetings YouTube, this is Sir Zesto back with Star Fox Adventures. Last time we met Crystal and then we fought with Crystal and then she got captured. And now as Star Fox we are going to go to Dinosaur Planet to meet the Queen of the Earthwalker tribe. Oh.
General Papa here.
We already know all this stuff, we don't need to listen to him. Alright, so now I can explain the basics of flight in this game. So A button fires, R and the L triggers make you do your aileron rolls as game theory states. And then B will give you your bombs once you get them. Those are the little circles beneath your health. And this gives you laser upgrade. And once you get enough gold ring, yes, we will open the force field. You can continue to get gold rings to get more points. The silver rings will heal you if you get hit. And this first mission, you probably might, I don't know. Wow, as soon as I say that, I get hurt. Wow, this is not going well. Goodness gracious. I don't know why I'm not doing very well. I'm going to attribute it to the Let's Play curse. If none of you know what that is, according to the words of famous YouTuber Chuck Conroy, it's when you turn the mic on and you suck worse than a 5-year-old at the game you're playing. End quote. I'd never say quote, but yeah, that's a direct quote.
You did it, Fox! The force field is down! It's safe for you to land! Slip me out!
Alright, now that we've completed that, you may have seen there was a little symbol of gold rings with a 10 next to them. That means that you got all the gold rings in that area. And now we're here in the beautiful valley of, oh my goodness, it's a giant Irish stone, Scottish stone. I don't know it's very hard for me to tell the difference between Irish and Scottish architecture and stuff like that. It's pretty close. I hope I didn't offend any Irish or Scottish people that are in the audience. That would be very unfortunate.
Great flying, Fox! For a moment I thought you weren't gonna make it.
Very funny, sir.
I know. Now, on to business. By pressing the start button, you will open your communicator. Choose who you wish to speak to, and then press the A button to contact one of us. Each team member will give you different information. It's not being tested in action, so give it a try as soon as I've finished. And don't forget, you're looking for the Queen Earthwalker. Try talking to those Thorntail guys. Slippy is preparing a translator device, but until it's ready, he'll translate for you.
Okay, General. But what about a weapon? Why couldn't I bring my blaster?
It's always the same with you, Fox. Shoot first, ask questions later. This mission is about saving the planet, not blowing it up. It requires a different tactic. Try using your head.
Yeah, very funny, sir. Fox out.
Alright, once again we have been given our mission, which is to find the Queen Earthwalker, as we've been told multiple times. If you talk to these Thorntails, they'll tell you various stuff. This guy will tell you that the Sharpclaw have imprisoned her inside, which is that massive, really cool looking courtyard over there. This guy will tell you that you can knock the Dumbledang paws out of the tree once you find something to knock them out with. There's none over here. Over there, that... Actually, I don't know what this one tells you, so I'm going to talk to him. Excuse you. Oh, he tells you what the store is. So right now we don't have any money, so we can't buy anything, but through there is the store, and you can buy things in the store. Gasps! Over here, this Thorntail will just tell you about these magic plants, which we can't do anything with yet, so... And that guy just mumbles at you and says he doesn't want to talk. So boom, I just summarized everything. Super quick. The power of Let's Playing. And now if we come here to the courtyard, we have no way to get in. Bummer. I would not recommend going into those flames, those will actually burn you. So, you'll hear like crying, which is the Queen Earthwalker coming from in here, which is how you know that's where to go. But I simplified it for you, once again with the power of Let's Playing. But over here we see some weird lights, so let's pick up this odd object which looks slightly familiar.
Oe uho hoseola kiaj mujuvo, kiod adwok tudwo. Keokyo oe kutsek at oe kuts, aj fenovik nufed. Oe mishkut ke ijo aj najoko. Mojekov niad ijo aj at smuk. Ut ad kikeno oe baksh mufofen. Kuho tavohodus kai, ke itkong ak fenovik kusbe. Oe sut uksha ijo akeo feko ki nekt wit oe. Ko kavkad hez be aides baj akomj ik ev kuj. Kobo suro mojekov.
Alright, we have now gained a weapon in the form of Crystal Staff, and we magically know how to use it perfectly. Alright, Dinosaur Planet. We'll get into those later. I will explain how to use them with, once again, as I call it, the power of Let's Playing, because that's just awesome. Well, so let's go back to the courtyard with our new staff, and... oh my goodness, enemy! What a coincidence! We get a staff right before the enemies come out. Almost like it triggered it. So here we get into combat. I'm not going to get into the specifics. You can experiment with it if you want. I'll go more in depth into it later on. But it mainly uses the control stick and the A button. Right there, you saw me use the... oh, okay. We're getting into this right now, I guess. Alright, you picked up a staff energy gem. This is weird. They come in many different values and are used to power the staff upgrades. They're completely ignoring us. I've never had this happen before. It's kind of funny. Once chopped down, walk over to them to pick them up. And they suddenly notice us. And that guy is just looking around for me because, I mean, I'm invisible. Duh. And I just faked him. That was kind of funny. So right there, you can press the X button to roll into them and do that. But you can also do this. You can roll to the side and kick them and it knocks them out.
Nak akosuo, ak mushekov kushkeo oe ruho, hoto ke rosemo ash mushko. Proveo ki oshiku frusem she oe ent, oe mich kut kei juvukat sok ki hei oe kuts. Vekenak suk, utujelo ruka ujuduk.
Alright, now we had a massive button appear out of nowhere. We can go and see what that cave has for us. So like I was saying with the combat, later on I'll show the different combos that I was doing there. Like you saw, there was one where he used his feet, there was ones where he leapt in the air, and then I showed you the rolling ones, but there's another one that I haven't showed yet. So let's lift up this stone that's shaking. Let's go down the hole. Now we're in a super cool looking cave. If we walk through, gasps! We're locked in with another one of those weird sun buttons, I guess? I don't know what they're called. So now here we get our very first staff upgrade. Yes, the Fire Blaster. With power from the energy crystals, it can be used for many tasks. Okay, I am going to explain how to use that in a second. So, right there I was talking about using Y for quick assign, which is all the Y button is used for. Is you go into here, that PDA thing, that's in the bottom left. I'll get to that in a minute. But if you go over here, you have your staff upgrades and your normal items, and then we'll get into that later. Actually, not too later. Too much later. So if you press Y on the icon, it will automatically put it to Y, and then you can press Y and use it. And so you get a cool little crosshairs, and you just fire it, and boom! Magical Energy Blast opens doors. Product of Nintendo. So now we have our cool new blaster. So not only did we get a rad staff, we actually cut the blaster after all. And now there'll be these weird enemies. They're called bloops, I believe. I used to call them hyena bats because they laugh like hyenas. And they're just really annoying. Because it's really hard to hit them and they respawn so fast. But anyway, annoying enemies aside, let's go up here and hit the massive button on the top of the door. And let's go inside.
Is anybody there? Are you okay? My name is McCloud, And you must be the Queen Earthwalker.
No lurud no kadu, ve uwe, moje, Prince Tricky keog rud suf kehod rokio sharp claws, ut kubod ki ice mountain.
Did you get that, Slippy?
You've got to go to the ice mountain and rescue her son, the Prince Tricky.
Nice name. Okay, lady, I'll bring your son back to you. Can you give me some directions?
Oe mish weki keo warpstone. Kutso kutsuj wuk feno, ut sujod oe keo.
You've got to talk to that big stone guy. She called him a warp stone.
That's all I need to know. I'll be back soon, Queen. Don't you worry. Haven't you finished that translator yet?
It's nearly ready, Fox. I just need a bit more time. Slip me out.
Alright, now we have our next assignment, which is to go to that big stone guy, the warp stone, and whoops, and get him to take us to the my brain is not working. The Prince Tricky. So this is where, if you go over here, actually, you'll find that there's a bombable area, but you have no fuel cells. So instead, let's use the bomb spore plant. So if you fire your fire blaster at it, then it will drop spores, and you can pick them up. And it gives us a really weird looking. Oh goodness, my eyes! This is a bomb spore. It is full of explosive goodness. Find somewhere to plant it and see what grows. Alright. You're going to want to get a few of these. You don't have to do that right now, but I'm going to cut away until I sufficiently fill up my stores. So, see you guys in a moment. And we're back. We're now here at the bombable crack in the wall, and we find a bomb spore planting patch. Obviously, we plant a spore here, and we'll see what happens. So when you plant it, it immediately grows up, and you can shoot it to make stuff explode. The unfortunate thing is that planted bomb spores will not give you new bomb spores, which doesn't make sense to me on how you actually ever get bomb spores. I don't know how that works. If maybe the bomb spore planting patches are different than normal soil and they just make it grow super fast without fermentation or something. I have no idea. I am not a science guy, so that's not my forte. So here we can heal up a little bit. Let's talk to the warp stone.
Nobody ever brings me gifts anymore!
Alright, so if you keep talking to him, that will literally be all he says. So obviously we need to bring him a gift before he'll even consider talking anymore to us. But what I find odd is that he's the only one on Dinosaur Planet who actually speaks English. It's very interesting. So, when you get a gift, what better place to go than the store that Thorntail was telling us about? So if you go down here, listen to Fox's weird grunting. That is one complaint I have. He grunts way too much for it to be normal. We find ourselves at the Thorntail store, which looks really cool.
Welcome to my store. Feel free to look at the many wonderful items within these walls. I have food, special goods, and many maps. And if you like to play games, then enter the Scarab Room. Yes. Oh, and that's the exit.
Okay. Thanks.
Now, if you find something that you like, then choose that item and we'll discuss a price. Is that clear?
Well...
Good. Now, hurry and choose something. Or get out.
This guy is definitely one of my most favorite characters in the game. So, obviously he's talking about scarabs. So, those are actually the currency in this game, but we have none. So, here's a cool little secret. This wall right here, it's not actually a wall. So if you go down here, that's what these rocks are for. You may have seen these outside where they have little moss on them. They will give you scarabs. So right here, we catch one, it's just going to tell you it's money, yada yada. But it talks about different values. Right there you see that one was worth 10. So the orange ones are worth 10, which are the ones ones we just got. The red ones are worth 5, and then the green ones are each worth 1. So if we come into here, the special is, let's see if we can find a gift. If that's too much. And so if you just go through here, you'll find that all of them are out of your price range except for the maps. He will mutter sometimes, which is a little weird. But here you find the rock candy, and if you... Oh, you can't use your PDA. So your PDA will actually scan for information and stuff. So, let's buy this. So here's the cool thing is what he was talking... Sorry if I interrupted him, but... He was talking about bartering. You can actually go up and down. Right now we can't go up because we can't carry more than 10 scarabs. But we can go down. Let's...
That's too low.
Okay, so sometimes he'll let you go low for certain items and not for others. Like right there. I've gotten that for 8 pretty much every single time I've played. But of course, not this time. So now we're down to 1 scarab, but we can always get more. So rock candy. A very tasty and sweet rock. How is a rock sweet and tasty? I don't even know how that works. So right there you can actually see this PDA has 3 different settings. The map, which we don't have any maps right now, so it doesn't do anything. This is called the fuel cell compass. We'll get into that in a little while. And then the information scanner, I guess you can call it. And it just tells you in about 3 to 7 words about certain things. Like right here, throw in scarabs to get the token. And we don't have enough money to get the token because it's worth 20 scarabs. So let's move on. Now that we have our cool rock candy, I will see you guys back at the warpstone. Here we are back at the warpstone, and let's go give him his gift. Just go into your inventory, give it.
Ah, a lovely sweetie. Mmm. Who dares bother the mighty warpstone? 1,000 years I've been left alone to rest. What do you want?
Well, can you help us?
Help you? No.
But you're a warpstone. You're supposed to help.
Right. Let's see if I can remember what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Now if you push left on the control stick, then I'll send you to one of those warpstone thingies. We'll get back to that in a minute. And if you push forward on the control stick, then you can enter the maze. Now this one's a bit special. When you have collected a Krazoa spirit, then push right on the control stick. And I'll send you to Krazoa Palace. Now, you know what I do, so hurry up and make a choice. If not, then press B so I can get back to sleep.
Alright, now we are presented with the 3 options. We can't go to the Krazoa Palace because we don't have a Krazoa spirit. Going into the maze will do nothing because we don't have the item necessary to complete it. So let's go to Ice Mountain.
Are you ready?
I am ready to warp. What I find interesting is that he talks about warpstone thingies and we never really go back to it. It kind of just sits there for eternity, never being explained. Here we are at Ice Mountain, using these weird teleportation devices. I don't know why these are just scattered throughout the entire world. Who knows? But you can't go back through this way, so we're gonna have to venture onwards.
Whoa.
Well, after that really weird cutscene, we can see that that is indeed the Prince Tricky, and that we need to save him from the evil sharp claws, which are now blue, because why not? So here you'll see a weird looking fuel cell with a timer on top. If you actually look at it, it'll say the same thing, never mind. So that's just actually a timer, which will start beeping. Really annoying. And it'll get faster, of course, because once it gets faster, that means it'll blow up. You need to throw it at these sharp claw crates, because otherwise it won't open. And wow, I got them all in one try. That's impressive. I've never done that before. And here the sharp claw obviously sees you, but it does nothing about it until you get in here. So now I can talk about combat right there. The combo that I did was just me pressing the E button. And I was not just pressing the E button. Sometimes my control stick doesn't work. But right there I was holding up on the control stick. And here's my favorite. That one's holding down on the control stick. It is just so epic. And now we get another little sun button. That is their new names. But before we go shoot the sun button, we're actually going to come over here and find a bomb support planting patch. And plant one and blow it up. Lots of explosives in this game, even though General Pepper told us not to destroy the planet. We are essentially just doing some intense remodeling. And here we have a new item. These are the fuel cells I was talking to you about. Instead of having the description tell you essentially they're used to power your R-Wing, you need them to go to the places that are broken off from the planet. Rob tried to get them down to you. Somehow he got them into a cave. Masterful. So now, let's go over and let's shoot the sun button. And open up the door. Go inside.
Eve mode!
Hey, Scaleface! Pick on someone your own size! I am Fox McCloud, lead pilot of the Star Fox team. I've come to take the prince back to his home. Hey, wait!
Alright, now we get into my favorite part of the game. So happy we're finally here. So this is essentially a race. These are called Sharp Claw Racers. I wasn't able to show you the PDA info entry because we essentially just got on it as soon as we saw them. But what most people try to do is try to get rid of them by hitting them, which is what you're supposed to do. But instead, you want to try to get into this cave over here. And if you just decelerate in here, they won't be able to get by you, and they'll run into you and die instantaneously. He almost got past me there, actually. I was worried for a second. So now that you've gotten rid of them, you essentially can chase after the prince yourself. And somehow he outran the speeders. I don't know how he did that. I don't know if he has some special dino power, but we never see it anywhere else in the game, him running that fast. To outspeed speedy things like these. But just keep going through. There's not very much else to do. If you do not destroy that cave, I would suggest trying to outrace them, in all honesty, instead of trying to hit them, because once you hit them, you'll decelerate, and they also have bombs, so it's just a better idea to try to get ahead of them, instead of trying to run them all down. So, that was it. Pretty easy. And now they're magically back.
Ue sizbu aku kutsuk furu, e uet rovekwat rodan.
What?
Ue sizbu aku kutsuk furu, e uet rovekwat rodan.
I can't understand you.
Ue sizbu at hot spring, or you'd be frozen by now.
Why, you little...
Hey, I wouldn't if I were you. My dad's a King Earthwalker, and he'll bash you up.
I don't think he'll be doing any bashing. He's been captured. That's why I've been sent to rescue you.
He's been captured?
That's right. It was your mother that sent me to find you.
Is she okay?
She'll be just fine. But we need to get you home.
After that riveting scene, we're going to end it off here. So in this episode, we found the warp stone we gave him as rock candy, and came to Ice Mountain where we saved the Prince Tricky from a pair of blue Sharpclaw. In the next episode, we are going to return to Thorntail Hollow with Prince Tricky in hand. I will see you guys then.